What is up, YouTube.com? This is my brand new channel where my friend suggested this idea to me to make a tier list channel where I just judge things and I put them in a tier. So I just went to the tier list website and here we are. And if you want tier lists and my opinion about everything and to argue with me or whatever, just, having an opinion is the worst crime you can possibly have as a human being. Please like and subscribe, comment down below. Let's get at it. You never know what might happen. So we got controllers tier list maker. So we're gonna judge all of the controllers in the world. I don't know how to get this freaking ad out of here. Though. Did I disable ad block just to be? I thought I used to have it, but whatever. Should be okay. There's only okay, yeah. So this is the Switch controller. I used them a little bit, but I'm gonna start off just putting it in a B tier because it wasn't bad, but it was not very nice. Though, actually, A tier because the Switch controller, buying one the Switch, allows you to play couch co-op with your buddies. My brother came over, brought his Switch, and we were able to immediately start playing a video game together. It was a lot of fun, so I'll slide that up to A tier. This looks like an Xbox 360 controller. And Xbox 360 or whatever the hell this is, I don't know console controllers very well, actually, so you're going to have to bear with me. This controller wasn't as bad. I was a purely PlayStation kid. I was a PlayStation child. I was PC child because my brothers were older than me and they never let me play the consoles because that's what they wanted to play, like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. I didn't really get access to a lot of heavy PlayStation play until I got to PS4. So I was a PC kid primarily, but I've only played PlayStation. So when I tried to transition to the Xbox, the first Xbox controller was trash tier. I will put that in the D tier. If there was an F tier, I'd put it there. And if there was lower than an F tier, I'd put it there because it's big, blocky, dumb, sticky, was not small, clean, and sleek work for your fingers to make very precise movements without having to move very far. But the Xbox 360, I think this is, or is this Xbox something? The newer Xbox controllers got better. The trigger was a lot better. I ended up preferring the trigger from the Xbox controller over PlayStation until 4 came out, and we had those nice little flaps. Bing, 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 bing. Those little flappers. Super Nintendo, S tier. Feels really good, really easy to use, really easy to control, nice and small. Kind of really set a nice base, and PlayStation took this design, I feel, and they kind of ran with it and made it expanded on a really good design. Xbox just kind of did their own thing, which is fine. Everybody's fine with that. Everybody's fine. So now we got the PS4 controller. I will slide it up to the S tier because this is really nice. I didn't really use the touchpad in the middle very much, but having one button there for like some controls is pretty good. But just that nice sleek design, everything's really nice and tight like this. I want all my buttons like right next to each other just so I can do this. I can do this on my controller. Okay. I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna throw it in the trash. I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna throw it in the trash. Wii U, I'll just give a C tier because it's a handheld. Handhelds kind of suck, so they all are trash. The PlayStation 1 controller, this kind of looks like a this is a PS1 controller, I believe, or something along the lines of that. And this generation of controllers got really sticky and nasty really fast, but they were the best of their time. I will give them that. They were very good to play. I didn't like these sticks very much because they got like the PS4 or the PS3. I don't remember what this is. I think it's 4. Those got sticky and corroded and a lot of abrasion, so they became harder to use over time really fast. So sometimes it was a hit or miss, but whatever. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but it kind of looks like an Xbox controller. So I will just slide in the middle. Looks like a little bit newer, but whatever. PS3 controller, I will put in the A tier because the PS3 controller was still a very good controller. I played a game called Warhawk constantly with PS3 controllers, and I did Wreckface with that controller with the controller layout. It was a super nice layout. Nintendo, I will put in the S tier because I can press these buttons really fast. If you ever played a game called Track and Field, you need to spam as fast as you can. So there's one style where you go like this and then vibrate the controller into your hand so you can just like spam the fuck out of the button. Or if you practice, you can spam the button like this by sliding your fingers off of each other so you can smash the same button over and over again. And this was just a really nice controller to just play those old classic types of games, and the nostalgia is really carrying it here. The N64 controller, in terms of difficulty of use for the games that you play, like let's say you're playing a shooter like Perfect Dark or James Bond with no auto aim on, good luck aiming at anyone and hitting anything with this thing. It required a massive amount of skill. It is such a bad design that it required so much skill to actually use and operate. So that's my opinion here. This thing looks like a bucket of trash. The Wii, first of its kind. A for originality and usability, as like the motion technology and stuff like that, allowing you to play like that. Now I'll slide it down to B tier because the Wii was awesome, but it was kind of gimmicky. But new technology is often that way. PlayStation, I'm gonna put that there just because all the shape of the PlayStation controller just fits really nicely in my hand. So anything with a PlayStation layout is gonna be at least B tier. These are just because they're too old gen to be really recognizable. And this one kind of looks like the Walmart off-brand, not actually released by Sony or whatever. I think it maybe say Sony on it, but whatever. This is an older Xbox controller. Kind of looks like this one. Kind of looks like shit. So I'm gonna put it down as the C tier. This Xbox looks like one of the newer ones, so it does belong in an A tier. And the GameCube controller is an okay controller. It's Nintendo fixed a lot of their mistakes with it, and it's still kind of its own thing. Actually, I'll slide it up to the A tier because it is kind of its own thing, and it is a big advancement from the N64 controller in terms of usability. So there is my controller tier list, my first video intro. Hello to the world. I am Ojama Garrett, and I am here to judge. So goodbye. Have a nice day.